Hi, everyone. We will kind of get started now. So welcome to our U at UCalgary event. So this is for the Schulich School of Engineering, SSE for short, and it's a faculty event. So before we'll actually get started, we'll get Dexter to start with our land acknowledgement. Or
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next slide, please. Thank you. All right, thank you everybody for joining us today. I just want to give a brief second to acknowledge that the University of Calgary is located in the heart of Southern Alberta, which both acknowledges and pays tribute to the traditional territories of the people of Treaty 7, which does include the Blackfoot Confederacy comprised of the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, the Tsuut'ina First Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Good Stoney First Nations. The city of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta Districts 5 and 6. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dexter, for the land acknowledgement. So hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Anastasia, and I'll be your MC for today. So not too long ago, I was in your shoes, and I remember how excited I was to be accepted into the Schulich School of Engineering, but also really uncertain on what to kind of expect. So our goal here today is for you to connect with all of us and to learn more about what Schulich actually has to offer, and to also get you excited about the University of Calgary's community. So I'm currently in my third year of mechanical engineering, and I have a minor in manufacturing engineering, and I'm a Seymour Schulich academic scholar. And yeah. So I'm definitely around campus quite a bit. So if you do see me, please feel free to give me a wave. I'm the senior representative for our Schulich Scholars Association, but I'm also a part of a lot of our different design teams at campus. So just to name a few, I'm part of the mechanical design team. So it's for our Real Electric Car Club, where we're essentially converting a car from being gas powered to EV powered. So there's a bunch of different clubs for you guys to be kind of involved in and definitely learn a lot of technical skills. And in terms of work experience, University of Calgary is very well known for its research as well. So I've had some opportunities to be involved within research in different research labs within our university, which is also another opportunity you all can get involved in as well. So now I'd like to introduce Dr. Anders Nygren. Dr. Nygren has been the Vice Dean at the Schulich School of Engineering for 5 years, and before that he was an Associate Dean for 4 years. He's been with the university since 2004 and has taught courses in electrical and biomedical engineering. So we'll welcome Dr. Nygren.
Thank you, Anastasia. And good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Schulich School of Engineering. It's great to have you all with us today for today's event, You at UCalgary. And I'd like to, first of all, congratulate you all on what will be an exciting new chapter of your lives as students here at Schulich. You will be part of the next generation of Schulich engineers, and I know you will change our world for the better. Among the many students joining Schulich with you this fall, you won't find just future engineers, but you will find future change makers. You are taking the first steps towards exciting careers, and we have thousands of alumni who have gone on to work in just amazing fields. Just as an example, a couple of weeks ago, we had a group here from Tesla who were recruiting for internship positions. And I was really excited to see that when I started talking to this group, several of them were actually our own alumni, and they had a lot of good things to say about their experience here with us and about their experience in some of the teams that Anastasia just talked about and all the experiences that we offer here at Schulich. So here at Schulich, it's about more than just getting into a classroom and memorizing facts. We take pride in providing you with hands-on experiences that will take your learning to a new level. So in your first year with us here, you will be introduced to what we call Schulich Studio, which is a learning space, but it's also a way of learning. And it's a way of learning where you learn by doing. So Schulich Studio brings together lectures, tutorials, labs, and collaborative projects to create a unique experience where you will be able to reach your full potential. We give you time during that first year to find your passion, during that first common year where you get to see a little bit of different disciplines of engineering. And then at the end of your first year, you choose your major for the second year and beyond. I also encourage you to get involved in the Schulich community. Anastasia just spoke about her experiences on various clubs and teams. The university experience and the Schulich experience is full of opportunities to expand your social circle and really start building a professional network for the rest of your career. We have a variety of clubs and teams that are always looking for new recruits, and they're allowing you to make some new friends along the way. I also encourage you to access the many resources that we have here at Schulich to make sure you get the most out of your time here. So one that I would particularly highlight is the Engineering Student Center, which is our one-stop shop for academic advice. Especially in the beginning of your time here, as you're finding your way around campus and learning all about the university life, the Engineering Student Center will be an integral part of the experience for you. And if you ever find that you need to take some time for yourself or to access other resources, our Schulich Wellness Room provides a space for a variety of events. That includes mental health and wellness workshops, but also things like drop-in board games or music sessions and more. Here at Schulich, we really believe that healthy individuals is what's going to create a healthy community for all of us. And I'm confident that your time here at Schulich will be one of the best times of your life. Enjoy it and strive to make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Again, it's been an honor for me to be here today to welcome you to the Schulich School of Engineering. I hope you enjoy learning more about our campus and school. And most of all, I look forward to seeing you here at Schulich in September. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nygren. So Dr. Nygren covered a lot of different things that you could be involved in our university. So we'll go into a little bit more of the specifics on each of those topics. So we'll start with course registration. So all first years in the Schulich School of Engineering take the same common core program in math, science, computing, engineering principles, design, and communications. This provides you a foundation for your engineering training and exposes you to a variety of engineering disciplines so you can choose a program in your second year. So we wanted to briefly talk about your first year course enrollment. So the first and foremost thing that's important that's different from other faculties like business or nursing is that we actually do your first year course registration for you using a course block system. So this is done to improve your experience, remove barriers, and support accurate enrollment. So you'll be sent a welcome email and a link to the Common Core confirmation block system. So there is no worries if you haven't received it yet. We're sending it out week by week to newly accepted and paid students. So these blocks are to support you in our Schulich studio that was mentioned earlier and its learning environment. Your first year will be a combination of in-person and in-class activities, in addition to self-directed study components, preparation, and practice. So you should expect to be involved in school activities from around Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I know that seems a lot, but there's definitely a lot of breaks between that, with also some occasional special events or opportunities in the evening. So when your friends in the other faculties are waiting for their enrollment window to actually open, you can actually sit back and relax because we're going to be taking care of your enrollment for your first year for you. So academic supports, Dr. Nygren also mentioned this, and it's a great resource, but navigating my engineering degree and course requirements has been made a lot easier with academic supports provided by the Engineering Student Center, or the ESC. So you can think of this as a place as a one-stop stop for academic advising. So the Engineering Student Center is located in Engineering Block C, room 205, but it's also known as ENC 205. So connecting with the Engineering Student Center is very easy. You can join an academic advisor for a chat in person or also virtually using our Keyless app. Or you can also send your questions over by email to the email here, enginfo@ucalgary.ca. And a great thing about this is that they'll be open throughout the whole of the summer, so you can send them any questions you have during that time as well. So this is a good slide to take a picture of. Move on. So Schulich Studio. So kind of just sharing a little bit more on what Schulich Studio is. So Schulich Studio encompasses hands-on learning at the Schulich School of Engineering, and it's very unique to our university. Students learn by doing, and each class offers a unique experience. So for example, in one class, students built a hydroponic system for plants, and in another, they created a retro video game console. So Schulich Studio references both the physical space that students will learning, but also the way of learning. Schulich Studio teaches design labs, collaborative assessments, worksheets, blended and team-based, project-based learning, along with the integration of your regular lecture, tutorial, and labs. So in Schulich Studio, students learn technical engineering skills, but also professional skills like communication, team building, and creativity. Schulich Studio begins on day one of a student's undergraduate studies, and this style of learning and teaching has also been proven by research to be valuable for the learners. So the studio team includes techs, schedulers, learning assistants, and many more who are here to help you on your engineering journey. And there's also some additional supports available, access to office hours, complimentary tutoring sessions, and peer-assisted study sessions. So Schulich Studio is something we're really excited for you all to experience, and let's hear what else there is to learn and to do in Schulich Studio in this video.
Of engineering, we really value our students and we really value the student experience. The components of Schulich Studio are a wide variety of learning activities. So the students, when they come onto campus into classrooms, they get some sessions that are instructor-led with a little bit of student communication.
My experience with Schulich Studio was a positive experience because I got to go in depth learning about concepts that we learned in class and apply them into a more realistic sense. My biggest takeaway was probably learning to work with others and get through conflicts and work together to create good quality projects. Also to do research as a team rather than on your own, just with Google really exploring all of those different resources.
Throughout the entire Schulich Studio is a really deep and profound theme of connection.
My experience with Schulich Studio is really positive. I really enjoyed going into class and being able to work on exercises with my peers instead of having to just sit and listen to a teacher talk the whole time. And I found it really helped me retain the concepts. Getting to work with peers in a subject that I really struggled with at first, and then seeing my progress throughout, and then succeeding in the class with a very high grade on the final really was attained because of Schulich Studio. The Schulich Studio has prepared me for a future career in engineering by letting me work as a group with teammates, something that is really common in industry and will definitely be something I use throughout my life working as an engineer.
So something to be prepared for would be making sure that you are watching those recorded lectures ahead of time, so you get a basic idea of the concepts. So that when you do come to class, you get to experience a hands-on activity which applies those concepts, but you also get to interact with your instructors, ask your questions based on the videos that you've seen. It can be a little bit disorienting because in high school, you only do your classes and then maybe you do a group project, but here you learn a basic kind of understanding and then you really get to explore those further as you learn with hands-on activities and through help with the prof. My favorite aspects of Schulich Studio that students might not be aware of is that you get to work with real engineering tools like voltage meters, which was a very cool experience to actually work hands-on with those tools that are used.
I want students to know and remember the work is worth it.
So these are the 10 Common Core classes that every first-year engineering student will take. They provide the foundation for all of your engineering learning, regardless of which engineering you choose to major in. So Personally, my favorite first year course was ENDG 2 through 3. So this is just the first class listed there. So this was kind of an introductory to Python, and this was my first exposure actually to coding and programming. So I didn't really have a lot of experience beforehand, but in this class, I learned how to code and also how to learn other languages and the foundation of how to learn other languages. Especially being in mechanical engineering, I don't really have the opportunity to take a lot of these specialized coding classes. So using this class in my first year really helped me learn how to learn coding languages on my own. So yeah, this would be something very much to look forward to. It's very broad and very exciting for your first year. So next for program placement. So while in your first year, the program placement request process will take in the middle of the winter term. So the winter term is from January to around April. So this is where you'll decide what engineering program you want to pursue. So you can earn your degree in biomedical, chemical, civil, electrical, geomatic, mechanical, software, sustainable systems, and our newest engineering physics program. So you'll actually rank all of these programs from most preferred to least preferred, and then you'll submit those rankings. So we know that getting into the program of your choice is very important. So we actually guarantee your first choice program if you complete those 10 that you previously saw common core courses in good standing at the end of the winter term. So this is an annual review GPA of 2.0 or higher. So minors and concentrations. So in addition to our 9 exciting majors, we also offer minors and concentrations. So these are to be completed in conjunction with your major, with the majority of them starting in your second year. So you would actually choose sometimes your major and your minor at the same time in the middle of that winter semester. So just to name a few of the popular minors, I would say it would probably be biomedical engineering, digital engineering, aerospace engineering. So I'm in the manufacturing minor, which is more of a concentration that you take in your upper year. So you don't choose this one in your second year, but this minor has allowed me to take more specialized classes and things that I'm interested in. So for example, PLC programming, like Arduinos, automation, and all of that stuff. Another example of this concentration would be for civil engineers. You can take an upper year minor for structural engineering minor or transportation. Non-credit certificates. So the Schulich School of Engineering also offers micro-credentials in engineering leadership, engineering entrepreneurship, and personal and health and well-being. So our leadership program has 3 tiers, and the students who complete all 3 tiers will receive a certificate of completion. So this program allows students to develop valuable leadership and professional development skills while also building a network with your peers and the industry. These non-credit certificate programs are only optional to add to your degree, but they really help expand your skills outside of the classroom. So you'll get to learn more about these programs over the next few months and into your degree. So the Maker Multiplex. So now we'll shift gears to consider what really makes the Schulich School of Engineering unique. So we're excited to tell you more about our Maker Multiplex. So this is an experiential environment where you essentially get to play with a series of labs that you can bring your ideas and use new technologies. So the Maker Multiplex was launched in 2018 to grow the maker community on campus, and it's open to all UCalgary students. You'll have access to equipment and training to work on your own projects. So just to name a few, there's like a 3D printer room, a metal and wood shop, sound and robotics lab, a welding shop, art and textiles room, and a painting booth. So make sure to check out the makerspace in your orientation in August. And let's play a video on it.
Engineers build things to support students in becoming engineers. We've created our Maker Multiplex where they can do everything from 3D printing to working with metals and woods.
We make these tiny little robotic cars that you can control with a phone using Arduino and adapt cars for toddlers with disabilities. We've come in here to do workshops for students that are coming in. We're currently planning workshops for Girl Guides in here.
All engineering students are really encouraged to get a second level of knowledge, whether it's 3D printing something or learning how to machine something that you've created in SolidWorks. They even teach circuit board design there, and it really supplements your understanding of engineering and what it would be like to work.
Awesome. So next, we have our Schulich Wellness. So when you're a busy engineering student, learning more about leadership, getting away from campus on international experiences, or being involved in a club or a team, you also need to take care of yourself. So Schulich Wellness offers the initiative to support you when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, and it aims to develop your resiliency. So the Schulich School of Engineering is always there for you. So Schulich Wellness supports you with a positive mental health and is dedicated to engineering wellness space where you can enjoy some yoga, meditation, and pet therapy. So pet therapy can actually reduce anxiety because it's very calming to pet a puppy, surprisingly. The wellness space offers stress reduction and workshops and is also a decompression zone where you can relax, chat with a friend, play a game. There's not many places on campus that offer a calm and comfortable environment for you to unwind in. So we'll play a video on our wellness.
We can all remember back to when we were students. There are times where you're hitting a wall. You just don't know what to do. And that's what Schulich Wellness is about. It's a set of programs. It's a place where students know they can go and they can get help. Resiliency is a core attribute. By creating Schulich Wellness to teach students skills to support their resiliency, we're creating an opportunity to give them skills that will serve them throughout their entire life, both professionally and personally.
Awesome. So now I'd like to introduce to you our Engineering Student Society President, Avi Muruganandam. So we'll welcome Avi.
Thank you, Anastasia. I appreciate the introduction. Hello, everyone. I am Avi. I am the ESS president. And for those of you who don't know what ESS is, it's the Engineering Student Society. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit right now. I want to start with our mission. Our mission is to advocate for engineering students to promote a strong sense of community. And ESS will represent student voices while maintaining accountability and transparency. We aim for every engineering student to be supported socially, academically, and professionally. And some of you may be familiar with the idea of student government from your high schools. You may have one right in there right now, but we are essentially the equivalent on Schulich. We are the biggest student society on campus. ESS is comprised about 40 acting members who are active leaders in their community and who show a real sense of passion for what it is. And in the photos that you can see right now, the ones on the right, we celebrate Pi Week, and I pied the dean. And at the very bottom right, you can also see that we do ski trips. So events like these are very common to see around all year round at Schulich. And you might even be asking yourself, how would I want to get involved? The photo on the left there is a photo of our first year reps that we had an opportunity to bring onto the team. We get 8 a year, and this can also be you coming this fall. We pride ourselves on our scope and our reach with students, and no matter who you are, there's always an event for you at Schulich. So you might be wondering how you get involved. So first year reps are the easiest way for a new first year to get involved at ESS, and we actually host first year rep interviews and tryouts. The applications for that are already on our Instagram, so you can go search that up whenever you want. It's at ESS_UFC. But overall, ESS is like the easiest one-stop shop for students to ask any questions that are about student life, and we can even help you academically. So if you ever have any questions about what we do or how we can help you, feel free to shoot me a message. Thank you. We'll be continuing now. I would like to talk about the Schulich School of Engineering's extraordinary outside classroom experience. In addition to the academic support, Schulich supports you to find relevant work experiences that make you stand out to employers, and most importantly, to allow you to apply what you learn in class. Students in their first and second year are eligible to apply for our Engineering Career Practicum program, which provides students with 10 to 16-week paid work terms. And students in their third year can apply to an internship program to go on a 12 to 16-month paid work placement, both here in Calgary and around the world. We have students working in Tesla in California, Switzerland, and I also went on my own 16-month internship at Stantec. Your story on your intern. So as you can see here, I worked as a pipe integrity intern. From May 2022 to August 2023, I worked for Stantec, who is a consulting firm. So I consult on companies that actually own the pipelines. And overall, I got to work on about 10 to 15 different projects. And it was by far one of the most eye-opening experiences. A lot of the industry or like in-person skills that I've been using or I've learned to use, I've managed to hone in on because of my experience with ESS clubs and even class. So I highly recommend that you do this. And if you have any questions about internships, feel free to shoot me a message.
We want our students to graduate both with the knowledge they learn in their classes and meaningful experience in the engineering profession.
I did my internship at the engineering machine shop at the University of Calgary. I've done everything from design work to working with research to hands-on manufacturing things. Like, it's been everything I would have looked for in an internship.
I worked for Husky Oil out in Lloydminster, and that was really good because you get to go out to the field.
I actually got to do an internship in California. I worked for a biopharmaceutical company, so it was really living the dream for 12 months.
Not only are you contributing to the solution, but you're also developing skills that can be very beneficial to your career later on.
I'm Rex, the UCalgary mascot and #1 Dinos fan. This incoming class is looking dynamite. Cheering for dinos is my thing. Without you guys, I'd be a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Jurassic times call for Jurassic measures, so I've got a Rarsome challenge just for you. Keep an eye on your inbox. You'll receive more details shortly. This challenge will be online, not on the field. So you won't have to worry about getting dinosaur. Complete my challenge and you'll be entered to win the You at UCalgary Rex's Challenge Award valued at 1,000 Canadian dollars. Be sure to watch your email for more instructions after the event. Go Dinos!
Well, on that exciting adventure, let me tell you about some other fun things you can do while on campus. Clubs and teams are a great opportunity for students to gain critical, technical, leadership, and professional development skills while participating in a community of support. There are over 45 clubs in engineering form Engineers Without Borders, Women in Science and Engineering, Schulich Soundstage, and so much more. My experience with clubs and teams, when we head over to the next slide, I've participated in a few clubs and teams varying from different types of technical teams and also club sports. So as you can see, the Engineering Student Society is a club in and of itself. I also rode for the UCalgary Dinos. I rode for 3 years. And then I also took part in the Great Northern Concrete Toboggan Team, which is GNCTR for short, where each Canadian university builds a toboggan and races it down a hill. That's the entire concept. But it was very fun, and a lot of my technical skills I learned from that club, and all my soft skills I learned from either rowing or even in ESS.
Okay, thank you so much, Avi. So, of course, starting a new school can be very intimidating, but fall orientation can help with that. So, in the fall, you'll join an orientation group filled with students that's actually from your block. So, we will welcome you by giving your own Schulich scarf, which is a tradition that our school has partaken in for years. So, you'll learn the engineering cheer, which is a song that most Schulich students know, and dive straight into the Schulich Studio experience. So, completing your very first design challenge. I'd like to also mention that in my own fall orientation group, I'm still friends with everyone that was in my group, and we actually work on a lot of class projects together. So it's definitely the place to make a lot of friendships. And another one would be to join our first year mentoring program and to get paired with an upper year student. We know it's important for you to meet your peers and to get to know people from your block, but it's also a good opportunity to connect with an upper year student through our first year mentoring program. So you can ask your mentor questions about courses, professors, and general tips on how to manage your course load and anything else that's come to mind because they have gone through it already. So now we've reached the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for being with us today and connecting with us. We hope that this presentation has helped you kind of see yourself at UCalgary and you've gotten a taste of what it's like to be at the Schulich School of Engineering. So I'll leave you with a couple of tips to make your first few weeks at UCalgary as smooth as possible. So first and foremost, sit back and relax. Your enrollment will be done for you. Set up and start watching your UCalgary email for any updates and connection opportunities over the summer. It's really important because we'll be sending all of the information to your UCalgary email. Review the first year degree guide and connect with student accessibility services if you need it. Connect with the international student services if you require any further documentation support, and connect with resident services if that applies to you. And once again, any questions at all, please email enginfo@ucalgary.ca and they'll be available the entirety of the summer. So they'll be able to answer all of your questions as well too.